Today, I would like to talk to you about an open source project on the internet called OpenMRS. This, of course, brings up the question, what is OpenMRS? Well, in its most basic form, OpenMRS is a software design platform which allows people in third world countries or first world countries to create their own customized medical record keeping system, which is hugely important because that's one of the biggest problems facing healthcare providers across the world. If you don't understand why OpenMRS might be important, why you need a record keeping system, this part is for you. Imagine if in the United States, when you go to your doctor, they can't pull up your records. They can't pull up your vaccinations. They have no idea what your history is. Like, have you had your left arm broken and that's why it's aching? They don't know. Imagine that. It would be awful. It would just destroy medical practice. That's the reality in places like Africa, in the East, for just anyone who doesn't have the money that is readily available in the United States. It's a huge issue, and OpenMRS tries to solve that in the easiest way possible by providing a platform on which you can design your own record-keeping system, so that's not an issue for you anymore. And that's why it's so important that you don't need a programmer. That's why it's so important that OpenMRS exists, and that's why it's so important that OpenMRS is open source, so anyone can use it. What makes OpenMRS different from other options? It's pretty simple. OpenMRS has two things going for it over the competition. One is that it's designed for people who don't know how to program. You don't need to have advanced knowledge of C++ or Java or any language like that to be able to use OpenMRS. You do need medical knowledge for obvious reasons. It's for medical professionals. But beyond that, you should be able to use it on your own without the help of a PhD in computer science. The other thing is OpenMRS is open source. If you haven't heard about open source projects before, basically it's a community that comes together to create something and they offer it for free. Anyone can work for it and anyone can use it. And that can create some problems, but in the end you come out with a great product which is free for everyone to use, which is really what OpenMRS needs to be, because the whole point is that not everyone can afford a complicated, highly expensive program to keep the records on their patients. Where is OpenMRS being used? Currently, OpenMRS is being used in South Africa, Kenya, Rwanda, Lesotho, Zimbabwe, Mozambique, Uganda, Tanzania, Haiti, India, China, the United States, Pakistan, the Philippines, and many other places. It is a huge benefit to all of those people, and it's really, really amazing because it's free, because anyone can use it, because it offers something that should cost money, by all means, but doesn't, because that's how amazing it is. As a final note, if you want to use OpenMRS or you want to support OpenMRS, go to their website at openmrs.org. There you will find a plethora of information about how you can support them, how, if you're a coder, you can work with them, or about how you can assist them in other ways, or how you can use their product if that's what you need.